it's Karen from Karen's English Classroom. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. All right, class, today we're going to learn about count and non-count nouns, okay? So count is when you can count something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? If I have lemons, 1 lemon, 2 lemons, 3 lemons, I can count them. It's fairly easy to count, okay? Now when I talk about non-count nouns, these are things I cannot really count. For example, rice, okay? Do you want to count this? I don't want to count it, okay? So this is something that we cannot count. We would sit there and go, 1, 2, 3, no. So we call it non-count, okay? So I've made a list of count nouns here and non-count nouns here. Now, you might be saying, what is a noun? Good question. Okay, so let's talk about a noun. When they talk about nouns, okay, this is part of grammar. Okay, so a noun is a person. Okay, so a person, me, you, okay, a person, a place, okay, school, your house, a store, okay, and a thing. Okay, a pen, the whiteboard, the camera, the desk. Okay, so a thing. All right, so we have person, place, thing. So those are nouns. Now you can count all of these. You can count a person, you can count a place, and you can count a thing. Today we're mainly going to talk about items that you normally would see, like these are normal in your kitchen, and these as well, okay? So let's talk about these items first, okay? So let's look at the count nouns, okay? So these are things that you can count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? All right, so an apple, okay, an apple. And you might be saying, teacher, why an? Okay, this one is a banana, okay, but why an apple? Well, let me tell you, class, because when you have vowels, okay, and vowels are A, E, I, O, U. So when you have a vowel, that's your first letter of your word, okay, for example, A is a vowel. You have to write an. You can't say a apple. You have to say an apple, okay? So an apple. Now B is not a vowel, right? Okay, so that's called a consonant. So in the alphabet, okay, so in our ABCs, okay, we have right here our vowels. But our ABCs, all the other letters, for example, B, C, okay, P, L, those are called consonants, okay? So consonants. All right. So basically, class, if you think or you see the letter A, E, I, O, U, write an, A-N. If you don't see it, it's probably a consonant, so then you can put A or a, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and pronounce and practice the count nouns, okay? So repeat after me, class. An apple, a banana, a carrot, a cookie, an egg, an onion, an orange, a peach, a lemon. Okay, very good, class. Okay, so these are count nouns. I can count them. All right. Now, when I ask a question with count nouns, I am going to use how many. Okay. So for example, I go to the store and I get some lemons. And I say, oh, would you like some lemons? And you say yes. Okay, my question is going to be how many? How many lemons? Okay, because now we're talking about more than one. How many lemons do you want? Okay, I want two lemons, okay? So, how many lemons do you want? I can count these. How many cookies do you want? How many oranges do you want? How many peaches do you want? Okay, so these are all things I can count. So remember, class, when you make a question, you're going to say, for example, how many, lemons, because now you have to make it plural, do you want? Okay, so there's my question, okay? So how many lemons do you want? Okay? Or you can say, how many lemons do you need? Okay? Want and need. Okay, so want is something that I want, okay? I want to go on a vacation. I want a new outfit. I want something that I don't really need. I need food, I need water, but I don't really want food and water. I mean, I do, but if I want food, maybe I want a pizza, or I want to go to sushi, or maybe I want Mexican food. But what do I need? I only need just regular food and regular water. I don't need anything special. So want is more of a special thing, where need is more of a necessity, okay? But we can make a question. How many lemons do you want? How many lemons do you need? Okay? And then I can say the number, okay? I can say 2, I can say 5, I can say, 3, okay? All right, so very good. So let's look over here. We have non-count nouns. Now these are things that, you can't really count, okay? So let's go over the non-count nouns, okay? So let's practice, class. Bread, cheese, rice, sugar, water, coffee, meat, milk, juice. All right, so these are non-count nouns. I can't really count them. I'm not going to count them. How do I use it in a question? How much? How much bread do you want? How much bread do you need? Okay. How much water do you want? How much water do you need? Okay. How much milk? Okay. How much sugar? Okay. So this is the question. So how much sugar, okay, do you want? And remember, we talked about want, or we can say need. Okay, so question or question. So whatever you choose to use, you could say want or need. Okay, very good. All right, so I can say, sometimes people say, oh, just a little, not too much. Maybe a spoonful, okay? People are not exact. So when you're talking about non-count nouns, you're not really exact, okay? This one, you can be more exact. I want 2, I want 4, I want 5, okay? It's more of an exact number. Here, it's kind of like whatever you think. How much water do you want? Just a little. Give me a lot. Okay, so it's more exact, not exact. Okay, very good. All right, so this is how you can use non-count. This is how you can use count nouns. Now, remember we talked about a person, okay? So people, a person, okay? So people or a person, you can count, okay? So for example, we can say, how many students are in the class? We're not going to say how much students, no. We're going to ask the question, how many? So we can say, I'll put it over here with the count. So how many students, okay, are in the class? Okay, and we can answer that by just looking at the class. So you look at the class and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, there are 20 students, there are 15 students, there are 30 students, okay? Whatever the number is how you would answer this. But you can count it, okay? Now, things, okay? We talked about a lot of food here, but things, okay? For example, how many pens? How many pens do I have? Okay, I'm going to use how many. I can count them. 1, 2. I have 2 pens. How many? Okay, and this is a thing. Okay. Now, a place, okay, a place would also be a count. How many places or how many cities? How many cities have you been to? Okay, how many cities? 5, 2, 4, okay? How many countries? Okay, that's a place. How many countries have you been to? I've been to 4 countries, okay? So you can use count with places also, okay? So we've done food. We have a lot of food here, things in our kitchen, okay? Things in our cupboard. Okay. We've also talked about places, okay, cities, countries, and things. We talked about the pens, okay, so pens, desk, chairs, okay, things, not real people, not things in the kitchen, but just regular things, okay. All right, so class, so remember count nouns, we can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Non-count, we're not going to count. Questions, we're going to use how many with count nouns, and we're going to use how much with non-count nouns, okay? So thank you so much for joining me today in the class. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys really soon. Please subscribe to my channel, Karen's English Classroom. I really appreciate it, and thank you so much for spending time with me. Take care, bye.